Yo, so I went to go see the movie Hurry Up Tomorrow with the Weeknd playing in that joint, right? Basically, this movie was like a plague by insomnia, a musician that gets pulled into a nightmarish odyssey with a stranger who begins to unravel the very core of his existence. So, the Weeknd basically playing himself was already going through something, a breakup. They never showed who this girl was that he was in a relationship with and how things went. The movie just came right on, you know what I'm saying, like with him just like already like just being in the presence of like moving around doing shows and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and being stressed and depressed out about his ex not answering the phone for him or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? He was very stressed. He didn't really want to do shows for real. He was so stressed out about this girl. So Hurry Up Tomorrow is a film that is inspired by a real life event, but it's not a literally retelling of it, you know what I'm saying? The Weeknd, who plays the fictionalized version of himself, attributes the film origins to a real incident where he lost his voice during a concert performance. While the film draws on these events and explores themes of mental health and existentialism, it ultimately presents a fictionalized account of the Weeknd's struggles and experience. You know what I'm saying? The core incident where the Weeknd lost his voice during a concert performance is a real event that, you know, that served as a catalyst for the film. So they kind of like, you know, mixed in facts with fictional in this movie. You know what I'm saying? The film is not a documentary or a direct recreation of the event. It is a fictionalized interpretation of the Weeknd's life, featuring a fictionalized version of himself struggling with insomnia, mental health, and just a messy life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movie was weird. And the stranger that he met at the concert, he brought her with him one night after an event. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was to fulfill his void of loneliness and all that from, you know, his ex. But she turned out to be a cuckoo for real. So this film delves into themes of existentialism, mental health, and the pressure of fame, exploring these themes through a fictionalized lens. The film served as a companion piece to the Weeknd's album of the same name, Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is a dope album, which, you know, had a lot of the theme music in the movie too, with songs and lyrics from the album integrated into the film, you know what I'm saying, narrated. In essence, Hurry Up Tomorrow is a fictionalized narrative inspired by a real-life incident, exploring the psychology, fuck that word, and emotional struggles of a musician who finds himself at a crossroad in his life. Yeah, as it went on, I was like, okay, this joint decent, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, yes, Hurry Up Tomorrow is a psychological, I got it, psychological, fuck the English word, fuck the English language, you know what I'm saying? Psychological. This is a psychological horror movie. I got it, it's psychological horror movie. You know what I'm saying? It is a feature film starring The Weeknd. The movie is described as a psychological thriller, like I said, and a cinematic Roman clef, exploring themes of self-integration and existentialism, while it leans towards a thriller with elements of horror and drama. It's not a traditional scare feast horror movie. It's not your traditional scare feast horror movie. It was a weird horror movie. It was a psychological thriller. So I don't give a fuck. This bitch was 5 fucking popcorns. Jumpman, peace. I'm out. Wado. And this was another Jumpman reaction video. Peace. I'm out.